Hey there, Albedo238 here again. Well, as you can tell, I'm wearing my Mario hat again. Anyway, you can tell I'm wearing my Mario hat again. And I think I'm going to be wearing this hat for the rest of my videos, or other videos I make in the future. Be kind of a symbol, you know. Well, I'm going to have to put my Wii collection on hold again, because I decided to make another video towards Drinking with Bob. Because I feel in my last video I didn't emote very well, didn't really get a point across or anything. So I decided to instead make a kind of response to several videos that Bob has made in the past. First off, Bob is one of these people who believes that Barack Obama is a Muslim. One reason because his middle name is Hussein. And while yes, Hussein is a name used among men in the Muslim world, there was another man who had Hussein in his name, and I think we all know about him. His name was Saddam Hussein. But the thing about Saddam Hussein was that he was not a Muslim. In fact, he actually tried to modernize Iraq, tried to free it from Islamic control. He tried to give women many rights that they didn't have, and you know, when within a government controlled by Islam. Now, not to say he was a good person, no. He did do wrong things, and was a real Looney Tune, as my mom would call him. But still, you're going to you're making things too simple, okay? Just because a guy has the middle name Hussein does not mean he's automatically a Muslim. Now, yes, his father was a Muslim at the time, but he eventually renounced and became an atheist. But even if that was the case, you're still making it too simple. Just because his family history does not. Just because people in his family may have been Muslims, or he grew up in a Muslim country like Indonesia, doesn't necessarily mean he is one. Because Chaos gets pointed out in one of his videos that there are points of proof about how Barack Obama is not a Muslim. 1, he shaves. 2, he eats pork. And 3, he drinks alcohol. All things that are, and of course he does not say he's a Muslim, which Muslims do take very much pride in the fact that they are Muslim. 4 things to prove right there that he is to show that he is not a Muslim. Anyway, moving on. Then one other video, you had a problem with the with Jon Stewart's rally to restore sanity, which I don't see anyone would have a problem with that. But you find a reason to complain, saying that he's making up reasons which are not valid. Saying that he was trying to tell people not to be angry at the government. No, Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert were not doing that. In fact, they were trying to stop the promotion of hatred, trying to stop the wave of paranoia that's been taking over, but has been spread around by your beloved Fox News. And you somehow have a problem with that, because people like you would like to rather spread fucking hatred than actually, you know, think, you know, or actually have a heart. Anyway, moving on to the next part, your opinions on Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Now, first part, a logical guy would agree with you in the first part. You know, gay soldiers do have the right to say they're gay. But then you go saying that that gay soldiers want to have their rights to just be like Richard Simmons, like wear sparklers and go, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. No, they don't want to do that. Okay, they just don't want to feel oppressed by something that's telling them not to say they're gay, not telling them to be ashamed of what they are. That's basically what Don't Ask, Don't Tell is all about, Bob. It's basically, it's like what Coughlin said, okay? It's all about the principle. You know, because like it's saying is, like, you're not good enough. How you were born, or how you are, is just not good enough. And that's exactly what you're saying as well. Now, you do have various political views, and I guess I can respect that, you know, being a conservative guy you are. But one of your earliest videos, and I think you're kind of pushing the line on this one, you had a problem with people who want, and it was a video you made early back in 2006, and you had a problem with people who wanted to buy the Xbox. I don't know if it was the 360 or the original Xbox you're referring to, but you had a problem who wanted to get like one of the get it early. I guess I can see why you would have a problem in some ways, but you're acting like these people are being unpatriotic or something, or just... Are you fucking kidding me? These people just want to buy a video game system, okay? That's all. They're not trying to be any less patriotic. They're not trying to... They're not ruining this country because of that. They just want to buy a game system because it might entertain them, that they want to have fun with. Okay, and on the more shallow end of the pool, may boast good graphics. Still, there's anything wrong with doing that. And when it sounded like you were asking for like a drive-by shooting of these people, you were asking for these people to go away. Okay, you may have political opinions about when it comes to the government, you know, and all that, when it comes to Barack Obama or Nancy Pelosi. But you're kind of pushing the line here when you're asking for people who just want to buy a video game system, okay? And I'm not saying this as a person who just likes video games. Getting tongue-tied here again. I'm speaking as a person. It's just about people in general who want to spend their lives. Okay, they want to at least have. They want to be able to live responsible lives, but they do want to be able to have fun. Okay, and I know it's a little crazy, you know, going, camping out, you know, just to get like your first video game system or whatever, or a music CD. But that's their choice. If they want to do that, let them do it. Okay, I personally don't have a problem with it. I wouldn't do it, but hey, if I want to camp out, you know, when the 3DS comes out, and I want to camp out to get my 3DS, that's my choice. Okay, Bob, that's my choice. Anyway, moving on. You also had a problem with airport scanners. Well, I actually have a problem with people who have problems with the airport scanners. I have problems with the TSA. Again, I personally don't see why anyone wouldn't have a problem with that. Because from the stuff I've heard, there's actually a fine line between security and pretty much close to child rape, Bob. In fact, people pretty much, that's what the TSA has actually done. They've pretty much sexually assaulted people, and that is very much wrong. That should be considered illegal. In fact, I think anyone who commits rape or any form of it should be hung by their balls, you know, and castrated. I don't care what kind of purpose it's for. It's just wrong and it's barbaric. And you would support that as well. But then again, Coughlin did point out the question of whether you're a gay Muslim pedophile or not. And we had to ask, are you a gay Muslim pedophile? Because you obviously, supporting the TSA, you basically support children being molested just for the security of people. So, are you, Bob? It's a valid question. Coughlin makes a good point. Your obsession with Muslims and the fact that you would support, children being molested by the TSA, I think it's valid. And next up, like many conservatives, you have a problem with socialism. Yet, without learning about the true differences between socialism and communism. In fact, I pulled up a page, a site that actually points out the differences between communism and socialism, and I'll read them to you right now. In a socialist economy, the means of producing and distributing the goods is owned collectively or by a centralized government that often plans and controls the economy. On the other hand, in a communist society, there is no centralized government. There is a collective ownership of property and the organization of labor for the common advantage of all members. For a capitalist society to transition, the first step is socialism. From a capitalist system, it is easier to achieve the socialist ideal where production is distributed according to people's deeds, quantity and quality of work done. For communism, to distribute production according to needs. A little different there. Anyway, we're carrying on. It is necessary to first have production so high that there is enough for everyone's needs. In an ideal communist society, people work not because they have to, but because they want to and out of a sense of responsibility. For the political differences, socialism rejects a class-based society, but socialists believe that it is possible to make the transition from capitalism to socialism without a basic change in the character of the state. They hold this view because they do not think that the capitalist state is essentially an institution for the dictatorship of the capitalist class, but rather as a perfectly good piece of machinery which can be used in the interest of whichever class gets command of it. No need then for the working class empowered to smash the old capitalist state apparatus and set up its own. The march of socialism can be made step by step within the framework of the democratic forms of the capitalist state. On the other hand, communism believes that as soon as the working class and its allies are in position to do so, they must make a basic change in the character of the state. They must replace capitalist dictatorship over the working class with the workers' dictatorship over the capitalist class as the first step in the process by which the existence of capitalists as a class, but not as individuals, is ended and a class society is eventually ushered in. So you see, Bob, all socialism is capitalism with a safety net for the little guy. Okay? Basically, if that's not good enough for you, then let's look at the philosophies. For communism, it's from each according to his ability, to each according to his needs. For socialism says, from each according to his ability, to each according to his deeds. So, socialism basically rewards the working class for their hard work. It does not promote laziness or anything. It does not dictatorship. It is quite different. They are quite different. Anyway, I don't know if this video is going to get a lot of views or what, but I decided to go ahead and make this. See what I may post another video later, but I'm hoping to get to my Wii collection soon. If you watch this video, try to leave a comment or anything, but you don't have to. Anyway, like I said, I'll try to get to my Wii collection next. So, see ya.